Here we go. I need water. Fuck. Wait. I forgot to put my memory card back in my camera. And I forgot to hit record on my camera. Let me just double check that my camera is completely wiped, which it never is. Delete. Move to trash. Alright, hopefully I have battery on this thing. Make sure I have battery on this thing. If not, I'll probably just use my webcam. Let's take a look. How do I put this in? Oh my god. Alright. On. I need to test this out real quick. And I think I have enough battery to actually record this whole session. I'm using a wide angle lens, I thought. Is this my, oh, this is my portrait, right? Oh my god. Wrong lens. Oh, I dropped my lens. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I think it's okay. Alright. Let's double check that. I want to record a video, not do that. Okay. I'm adjusting my camera. I'm gonna tighten that up. I need to angle it down a little bit. Is that possible? Oh, it is possible. Alright. Oh. Didn't think that. Alright. Is that? Oh, I shouldn't play back. Okay. Hopefully my eyes are visible. I don't know. Or it's just a talking hat. That's fine. Okay. That's OBS. Get that out of here. Alright. I'm not even nervous. I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but it's not nervousness. It's definitely like, it's kind of like relief, or like, it's similar to, you know, finally, like, oh, I finally did this. Close that. And the one thing I don't have is also my freaking whiteboard that I love to use when I write code. But so for the next 6 weeks. Sorry for drinking on mic. For the next 6 weeks, I need to study coding patterns, okay? The idea here is that I'm going to take care of Jasmine properly. I'm going to be able to take care of myself properly. I need to have a higher salary, higher income. So the point is, to get that higher income, I need to make myself more valuable. And in turn, I'm here trying to study, acquire skills, and the hope, and this is kind of distracting. How do streamers do this? I need a separate monitor or something. I need to put this on a separate screen. Yeah, there we go. What does it record? It records the active screen. So if my screen, okay, that's fine. Hopefully that looks good later. Yeah. Hopefully this is not, is it, I wonder if it's too low. I don't want to mess with it too much. Oh, look, I'll play it back later. I want to start studying, but I also want to figure out how to set up my... I do want to upload these and get them off my camera, because otherwise it's going to just take up a bunch of memory. And I don't want to... My bracelet's making mad noise, I bet. I don't want to store these on my... What's it called? I said add. I don't want to store them on my laptop either. Oh, this is not. No. This is definitely gonna be. I'm gonna say work business. Edison. I should say Edison Codes Archive. That doesn't sound. Was that right? No. Yeah, this is fine. It's funny. I'm typing that, and the camera can record this. So hopefully, no one's gonna see my password. Is that right? I should have done. I don't know why I just did that. I can edit that out later. I think. I can edit this. It's Edison Codes Archive. I can just say Edison. I'll just say Edison Codes as a Gmail. Yeah, that's fine. This is already take what? Okay. This is specifically for the archives, so I'm gonna just do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Edison Archives. Get in there. Yes. And you can't skip this part, by the way. We will need you to have a phone number. Kind of stupid. Kind of dumb. I got a missed call from 408. Who could have that been? Not California, right? No. Anyway, important stuff now. 3 9 2 3 7 9. This is my first time recording myself. I need a recovery email. I'm gonna use my actual email. I'll make that optional. My birthday? I guess. I don't know why they need all this information, but I put this in already. Whatever. Furthermore, what? Oh, sure, whatever. Agree to everything, because I'm a sheep. Okay, thank you. It's a business account. Does that mean I can? Yeah. Oh, this is not what I really wanted. That is so bad. I don't have an address. You know what? Online retail. Yeah, online retail. I don't have a website though. Frick, yeah, skip that. Should I say technology? Software Training Institute. Software company. This is foreshadowing. Minneapolis. I'll use my home address right now. What? Yes. Oh. I can do a separate thing. Oh, I have to validate this. It didn't have me. Yeah, sorry, okay. Sorry, I'm an idiot when it comes to, I guess, filling out forms. Oh, it knows exactly where I live. Thanks, Google, for being creepy. Oh. I can request access? Oh, God. I just waste this email? No! This does not match. Okay, cool. Skip. Don't contact me. Sure. I can redo this later, right? I don't want to do this. More options, other options. Yeah, I don't want customers looking at this. I don't know why I chose business. I need to go back and redo this whole thing, but I think I literally. Are you kidding me? I don't want a custom domain either. And I'll never be verified. Oh, this is wow. Okay. Can I make this a non-business account? Yeah, I need to get rid of this. I'm wasting so much time just setting this up. This is all important though, right? Where would I even? I have no linked accounts. Can I like delete this? Try to verify, by the way. It is me. I don't want to have to verify this right now, but I can still get emails, right? Keep clearing my throat on the mic. I'm gonna really have to figure out my phlegm issue. I don't know if it's the water I drink or if it's the place I live or what's going on, but I straight up clear my throat every like 2 seconds. Okay, interesting. I do have a YouTube account though, right? I need to switch accounts. I need, what is it? Edison codes. No, this is archives. What? Oh, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I put my first name there. Okay. Excellent. All right. Now, for some reason, I'm still getting code-related stuff. Okay, cool. This looks fairly generic. Beast reacts, whatever. So, there is a studio for this. Excellent. Edison codes. Or no, this is actually supposed to be archives. I literally never know how to stay focused. The point was to create an Edison Archives channel, not a codes channel. Please tell me I can change my channel name. I can have branding. I didn't know that. I can have a watermark. My channel's pretty freaking bare. Can I change my... It just sends me back to the studio. Okay, interesting. Dashboard, I don't think I can even remotely change my name. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, I'll have to live with this until I'm done. Anyway, so the end of this recording will go up on this channel, Edison Codes. Once I'm done, I'm not again. Okay. Dashboard. Okay, I just upload normally. Okay. Okay. I'll take care of this later. Okay, so here's where I messed up, right? I created the archives Gmail for the codes channel, which is quite stupid. I have to go do laundry. God. I have to stay hydrated, guys. Hope I don't knock this over onto all my electronics, because that definitely can happen. All right, I'll mess with this off camera later, but I kind of want to figure out how to change the channel name already. All right, fuck it. Problem solving skills. Change YouTube channel name and handle. Is that possible? Customize picture game. Okay. Oh. What? Customization. Branding. Oh, basic info. Oh, that's in. Okay, this is the archives. This will not be the main channel. But it will be. Okay, I'm dumping recorded learning sessions on this channel. That is all. This is it. This is all I'm doing. Can I edit this, perhaps? Is a handle URL? Is a legacy name URL? Oh, it's what? It's created automatically whenever you choose or change your handle as a channel owner. The end of the URL starts with an @ and includes your chosen handle. Any custom URLs may already have what? Will continue to work. Okay. So a custom URL can no longer be set up or changed. Any custom URLs you have already work. All those URLs now redirect to user. Okay, so if I just change this to, so instead of, it's now /C. Oh, I can't change this. Got you. It looks editable, but it's not. That's so bad. So publishing is publishing. Oh, did I change it? I did. EdisonArchives. All right. I'll upload a cheesy picture of myself, and I need some cool branding though, like Marquez Brownlee. My desktop usually has a picture of me from like. It doesn't. What? I removed it? What? Now, why would I do that? What am I, insane? I think I'm a little bit insane. Because I can delete all these folders, by the way. I already completed this. I can delete that too. AWS, I'm probably not gonna do that. It's funny, this is a coding channel and I've done 0 coding so far. Alright, I guess I'll do that later. Or will I? I keep saying that and then I don't do it later. My photos available. I can search myself, right? I can go all the way back to, don't mind my personal stuff here. That's a crazy pick, and I might use this. Actually, you know what? No. Well, I don't care. But I kind of care. I don't care, but I kind of care. I don't care, but I kind of care. These are, what? I hate all of these. I don't want to use them. No. I look fat in that picture. I don't know why I Let's see. Nothing. I don't like any of these. I look high as hell in these pictures. These are, I don't take any good selfies. Let's just be honest. Actually, these aren't too bad. Oh, these are the ones though. Low key. This looks archivy. Yeah. This looks archivy. Let's pick this one up real quick. From my downloads. I like that one. Okay, yeah, there we go. Of course, I need to widen my freaking screen. Excellent. I don't have a banner image or a watermark, so. I mean, this is a watermark, right? That's a crazy watermark. This is kind of nuts, bro. And this actually isn't that hard. I don't know why I thought it would be so difficult to set this up. This is quiet. I don't have a banner image. I need a banner image later. Not important. The important part is to get content to actually record. Okay, cool. So, wow. How long am I into this? Does it tell me? 23 minutes in and I'm finally doing some coding. All right. So the game plan is to get through this course, all sections of this course. I believe there's 17 sections. It's called, I think, Grokking the Coding Interview, Patterns for Coding Questions. So basically these are common, hydrate. These are common coding. Why do I hate coding? What is this? It's Paras. Oh, my guy Paras actually, what? That's not my name, dog. So I'm literally about to study, and this guy texts me saying he has a job opening. But he used my wrong name, though. He used a random name that's not even mine. Hopefully it's correct in their system, because that's not my name. And I will not respond to that. I burped on the mic again. Sorry, cleaning up email. All right. Where was I? Yes, this is a coding documentary, apparently. But really, it's really just about recording me getting my life together. Okay? I'll probably never state any of this in person. But I'm gonna record it all because I think it's valuable to go back and take a look at it, take a look at where I came from. Everyone's looking at me like, oh, you're Mr. Big Shot, you're the first one to make it out. And they don't understand that behind the scenes there's a lot of bullshit. So I'll say that, a lot of bullshit, a lot of mental talk that doesn't really get expressed out in the real world. So the point is just to break down, the 2 or 3 main sections of my life that I'm trying to improve, and then record as best I can, especially the coding part, the progress along the way. So, the 3 main sections are finances, fitness, and career, and earning power. The point is to make myself an earning machine. So with that goes hand in hand my ability to make money and my ability to manage that money that I make. What else? Yeah, fitness is a different story. Right now I'm just practicing not eating too much. Not just like eating less of what I already ate, but also avoiding insulin spiking meals. Those are the 3 things that are in my head all the time at the moment. But today, right now, for the next couple of hours while Jasmine's getting her hair done, the point is to complete the laundry first, dash with the time I have left, if I can even do that. I have to put gas in my car, wait to go get, Culver's at some point. I might just cop out of that too. But neither here nor there. Actually, no, we're here. What? All right, where was I? So I'm talking about this problem. One that I've actually solved before. I've actually gone through a big chunk of this course prior to recording it. I just quit halfway through because I doubted myself, and now I'm going to go back through and try to accomplish it. So this problem, longest substring with max k distinct characters. And for those who don't write code, I tried to break that down to my own words. Not because people who don't watch code are probably watching this, but more so because it helps everyone. I'm going to move this. Well, I think it's fine on the side. But I thought about invasive thought. It's important to break things down in your own words. And I did write, the 5 steps that are hireable flags or hire flags. And by hire, I mean like in a job context. So basically you're saying, okay, restate the problem statement in your own words. Ask clarifying questions. I'm the only one here. It's a laptop. I'm not going to ask questions, but I will be thinking out loud for sure. Come up with test and edge cases. Come up with a solution to the problem. Step 4, step 5, code the solution. And, I didn't finish this sentence. That's embarrassing. Optimize, sorry. Did I spell optimize? No. That looked weird. Words are beginning to look weird these days. It's like one of those phenomena where you think something's spelled a certain way, you thought that your entire life, and then you look at it again, and you're like, wait, this is not what I'm used to saying. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm experiencing right now. Okay, anyway. So my approach to this problem to start was to create a starter. Here's the pattern. So the pattern for a sliding window is you basically calculate something about a subsection of an array or an iterable. You calculate something about a subsection, and then usually updating some kind of like min or max variable about using the calculations of that subarray. So in layman's terms, what that is that you're taking a small piece of a bigger piece and attempting to answer a question. And you just do that over and over and over again. But instead of taking a chunk and putting it back, right, or recalculating things with overlapping values, we're going to basically, in a coded way, create a start and an end. That's the window. And then we'll calculate it based off of the window. So with this problem, I think my first approach was to create a starting variable. And we'll just give it the 0 index. The point is to return a integer. So we're going to store our max length, so hopefully somewhere greater than 0. And then I think I started also with a way to check, check our frequency. And the reason why this is important is because, I don't know why I just did that. This is important because we need to keep track of how many of a character we have. So for example, we're dealing with an iterable here. The iterable is a array of strings. So like in this example, you start with, actually I'll start with down here so I can actually track it. Well, this is actually a weird example, I might do that. Yeah, I'll start with this one. Example 3, I'm yawning on, wow, it's just, I want to crack open a Rockstar, but I'm not sure I'll finish it by the time I need to leave. Actually, there's no way I won't finish it. Yeah, I'll finish it. Water, Rockstar. I think the choice was obvious. And I never waste. We never waste a good caffeine boost. That's pretty good. Like that. What was that? guarana with vitamins B, 240 milligrams of caffeine. I'm not sleeping anytime soon. Let's just get that straight right now. I have other ideas too for recordings, but I need to find a way to record myself on my DJ board, but that's a separate conversation. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, talking a solution out loud. So I restated the problem. The next step is to ask clarifying questions. The problem's pretty clear to me, so I'm gonna skip that part. Let's come up with test and edge cases. Test and edge cases. So they gave us some here, and I think they cover majority of what I want to talk about. They have one where it's k is equal to 1. They have one in the middle. They have one at the end. That's pretty much it. Unless we get like an empty string, even that should be a pretty simple, return 0 type of thing. So we're gonna end this with max, return max length, right? The length of that max. I probably shouldn't say that. It's the length of the longest substring with k distinct characters. That makes sense. I'll watch it back later and determine edits. I keep checking my phone. I need to stop doing that. I DoorDash to make extra cash, and my board is blowing up right now. Okay. Clearing throat on the mic again. The approach right now is to use a frequency dictionary to keep track of how many of each character we have. So for example, when we have, let's take a look. What am I at right now? What tab was that just now? So for example, we have our frequency dict, and that looks something like this. And we'll say, like, for example, we'll put an A in there. And every time, well, let me follow the example. So for example, 3, we have this string with k equals 3. So we want to return longest substring with at most 3. I'll say unique. Distinct sounds kind of weird, especially knowing SQL. Distinct just I don't want to use distinct. My head might get confused there. So the unique characters. I'll put charge because I'm cool computer science guy. So we'll loop. The point is to loop over the list. Keep track of our current window via some beginning pointer, and then I don't know why I look that way. I might even boost this tripod. This is not a tripod. This camera's not a tripod, so I might move this up and put it somewhere else. But I think the top down's kind of cool. I don't know. The point is to iterate over this list and gather some information. So we're gonna get C first. Hit that. Add that. The point is to add it to the list. So that's 1. We're gonna hit C. We're gonna get B. I'll make a real dictionary here. It'll be B. That'll be a 1. We're looping over. So right now, even though our count of characters is 3, we only have 2 distinct characters. The length of the dictionary, the length of keys, basically is our indicator for how many characters we have, unique ones. So once we hit E, right? Once we hit E, that is now a distinct. We now reached 3 distinct characters. So what do we want to do when we hit that number? Well, we want to keep track of the length of this substring. And so the way that I've been doing it in the past is the length of the substring really is, the sum, I probably should scroll down, the sum of the frequency values. So there's a thing in Python with dictionaries, you can call the values function, and it will return to you an iterable of values. So what we're saying is we're saying pass a list of all the values of the dictionary to the sum function and return that back to us. So the sum here is going to be 4. That's the length of our subarray at the current moment. And we're going to update our max length with, I'm assuming, a max function between our current max length and our I'll put some here because I didn't put in a variable. We'll say current. I'll put current length for clarity's sake. Okay, cool. This is the point. This is the point. I put max length, right? Okay. So at some point we're gonna say, cool, we've hit our length is 3. Okay. So I said this is a sliding window problem. What does the sliding part have to do with this? The point is that we have our start is pointing to, and where whiteboard makes sense, but our start is pointing to index 0. So it's pointing to the first C. And then we have our end, or our looping number, our looping pointer is pointing to, currently we're on E. So our window is 0 to index 3. Technically it's 0 to index, or our length can be calculated differently. We can calculate our length using the pointers. So our current length technically is our end, whatever our end variable is, plus 1, and then that minus the start. So basically in this example, that would also translate to 4 minus 0, and that's our 4 character sub right there, or substring. I keep saying substring. Okay, that's the solution. So we have our start, we have this stuff. We're gonna start looping over the array, our end. I'm gonna use indexes. I don't know, something about using the actual characters seems a little fishy, but not fishy, but it has a code smell. I don't know if you know what that is, but a code smell basically is just something that just looks fishy. After you've been coding for years, I've been coding for 5 years basically, and you begin to have a sense of what just looks bad without even running it. So our new character is going to be the substring at the end index, and we're going to say basically if our frequency, well, I really should say if new character, I'll say not in frequency dictionary, then we're gonna have to instantiate its place and give it a 0, but we're always gonna increment that. So we can just, we're always gonna increment the new character, and we do that by plus equals 1. Okay, this is gonna count. This will basically do, this chunk of code will do exactly what we did in the example here. Okay, I'm saying we like I have an audience. One day I might though. So. And even if I don't, this is important for growth, personal development. It's important to get this stuff on camera, not even on camera, but in a more official way. Plus, this will also help me keep track of how long I've been working on this stuff. Because working on it in the dark is kind of weird. Like I said, we have basically 6 weeks, the end of the year, to get through these problems. So the goal is to get through at least 3 patterns a week. There's about 17, I think 18 patterns total. So they have knapsack in here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, okay. Where are we right now? So okay, so we have the code that's going to count that properly. So when do we want to start thinking about moving our window around? Well, once we've hit K characters, right? So for example, the easiest way to test that. The easiest way to test that is to count the length of the frequency, and if that equals K, right? If that's equal to K, I mean, I think that this is the easiest way. I'm already thinking code smell, like this should really be a while loop, but I'm not gonna worry about exactly how to set it up right now. Wow. On mic, terrible. I don't know why I fan my mic, it doesn't even. Anyway, so if our length hits K, then we do want to keep track of our max length. I ran into this problem last time. I couldn't figure out what exactly to do because my solution wasn't working. But what I'm talking about here is that my thought process was, if once we hit K, then we want to immediately attempt to store or update our max length variable with this current window. But I think the solution, if we scroll down officially, doesn't have that. And I don't want to look at it. I want to problem solve, but I also think it's going to be wrong. But anyway, so once we hit this K, we're going to update our max length, like I said before, with the max function. We're going to compare our, if I can literally type, we're going to compare our max length with a calculation of the end. I'll say +1 minus our start, and that'll be our new max length. And then, and this is why it's going to be a while loop, but we're going to have to subtract our starting character is going to be the string at the start index. And basically we only want to slide our window once we know that the starting character, is that right? Yeah, because we'll see it later, right? Yeah. So only when we want to basically subtract from that spot. One second. We need to keep our window up to date. So we're gonna basically do a minus equals 1 of that frequency. And then the point is that at some point, as we're looping through this, because I said the if is a code smell, we're gonna have to say if what? I'm gonna check for it. If left character, I'll say start character. If the start character is, I want to say 0. Yeah, because it won't be deleted. So we'll just say then delete frequency start character. So okay, so we're gonna just remove that from the dictionary altogether. I'll make this a while loop. So while the length of K, while the length of the frequency dictionary is equal to K, we're gonna run this kind of code. So basically the point is that we're gonna say, if we're looping over this properly, right? Our current code does a few things, right? 2 main things. We initialize our start, we initialize our frequency dictionary, we initialize something. So I'll put start in here too. And also put max length for tracking. Okay, so we're looping over it. We're at a point where K, we now have K distinct characters. We hit a loop, we're gonna say, cool, update our max length. It's now 4 characters. We wanna move our start away from the C. So we're gonna subtract 1 from this. Our start character is the substring at 0. So the 0th index of the substring is C, which means that we're gonna subtract from C's place in the frequency dictionary. That now is updated to 0. We'll now check if that character is, if the value now is 0, the count of that character is 0. And then we will delete it from the list. So once we have that out of the way, that's done. That's all the code we have written, okay? Now, this while loop will kick back in. It'll check again that, oh, this is not equal to K. And really, it can only ever be less than K because we ensure that we're subtracting and we're updating our max length every single time we do this. This is probably not needed, and this is why I also took it out. Okay, there we go. But my problem was taking it out before we do this. Wouldn't that create a problem? Wouldn't that create a problem? In the solution, it's not a problem. I'm trying to remember why. I mean, let's work through it, right? What makes sense is we don't want to update the max every single time we have to delete or subtract a number. Yes, it'll get smaller and smaller, but we don't necessarily need to do it every single time. So bringing it out of the loop is important. Now, what's really interesting here is that we added a character first, and I ran into this. Okay, you know what? No, I ran into the same logical cycle that I'm about to go into. So the cycle I have right now is that I'm not sure when to check for the max. And why? Well, we want to start checking for things when we have at most K distinct characters. The funny part is if we never have K characters, we're never going to be able to say, anything about it. Now, if we never hit it, that's fine. The point is just to keep your sliding window up to date. So in reality, we want this to run really when we have something greater than K, but we'd want to calculate the length before we add another character to the frequency dictionary, right? I don't know. I'm looking it up because I'm gonna fuck. All right, what did I change? So once we have something greater than K, which is weird, because the first part of the solution I have perfectly right. This is good. Okay, I'm not copying it, but this stuff makes sense when you do it a couple times. So we move our start. Why do we move this start? That's one thing I have. I do this too. I subtract, but what they do is they check after. You don't have to check the length every time you run it. They're saying if we're still greater than. Okay, if we're greater than K, still continue to do this. My thing is, wouldn't you get rid of your current window if you do this? Right? Like for example, if we use our example before, wouldn't I be getting rid of that? So if we have like C, B, B, E, D, I, whatever we have, and our K is equal to 3. Once I hit C, B, B, E, that's K characters. I have to add D to my list. That's the only way this loop gets triggered. Interesting. So once we're in this loop, our frequency dictionary looks something like this, right? It's got, C, it's got C, B, E, and D. We have 1 C, 2 B's, 1 E, and 1 D, okay? We have more than that. What they do is they take the left character, which is currently C, subtract 1 from here, so that would be 0. Since it's out, we take it out entirely. Now we have 3. We're no longer greater than 3. We pop out, and we... Okay, so why the frick did that work? Because it's 4. We want the number 4. Let me just put that out there. We want the number 4. But how they got the number 4, I'm not exactly happy with. The way this course is doing it, I'm not happy with how they got 4 though. Because if you look at the window start and end, the window end is currently at index, what? Index 4. And our start is at index, right? Our start, after we delete it, our start is now index 1. And the end is at index 4. Because we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. They add a 1 anyway, because duh. And then it's 4 max, okay. I would have never thought to do that, and I need to figure out the problem with my other approach to understand why we do this. I don't think this is the best way to solve that problem, but I don't have a better way right now, so, and I had to get through this, so, and I can always double back later and figure that out, but I'm waiting for Jasmine to text me about coming home, but I'm also like trying to work. Sorry if laundry's loud and I have to finish my laundry before I head over there. I kind of want to play games too, but I want to get through this and probably one more before I stop recording. Where am I at? 50 minutes. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So, in my code, I said once we're equal to, allegedly it's fine. They did length, right? You might think I'm cheating, I'm copying off of it, but the reality is that this stuff, once you hit a certain level, it starts to make sense. So solutions begin to look similar anyway. So we move the start because we have to update where our window is looking at. Correct. We want to subtract from the beginning character, but not the first ever character. Like, we don't want to subtract from C. If this was like a, let's see, if we had another C here, we don't really care that it's the first or second C. We just know that there's two C's, so we have to subtract twice basically from the C. I think that might have been my hang up before. So that's that, and then we do a max length calculation here. And I kind of want to move this up because it got kind of confusing for a second what I was doing. Okay. So this is essentially what the function needs to do. Anything else in the solution I need to worry about? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So now the point is to walk through your solution before you run any test cases, because in coding interviews, you might not have an editor where you can run automated tests. They will take your code maybe later and run it through something, but they're not gonna worry about that beforehand. So we're at a point now where we have the current length. So this is so ideally, if I add that C back in there, right? At what, 2 or 1? We hit this. We hit this. We had a D at 1, right? I'll just update these to be more reader friendly. Okay. So we had a D as a 1. we take out the C, update max length, update the start. This is now 4, and we're moving forward from there. We're just trucking along, okay? The point now is to say, okay, cool, we added, as a B or a D, we'll just say D for the sake of the test. So we're gonna add the I, that's a 1. We're now at 4 distinct characters. Our start is pointing to the first to 1. That's B. So subtract B. It's not 0 yet, and we're still greater than that. All right, double back. This is now pointing to 2. That's still B. We're at 0. Delete that. Increment our start now to 3, and now we have 3. What am I doing? Right, we now have our start. Current length can also be what? Our end minus our start plus 1. So if our end is at index, 5? That's really 5 minus 4. That makes no sense. The length is really, it's 3. I have to backtrack here, hold on. I gotta backtrack. Right? So this is B, we're at 2. So in the beginning, C1 plus 1 equals what? So we're saying that our start now is at 0. We hit C, B, E, we hit D. We point to C, subtract that, delete it, and we increment. We add our I. Our start is now here. We subtract 1. Upgrade this. Subtract another 1. Upgrade this. I gotta be careful about the order here, right? Because it's 1 after this, and we update our max after the while loop is done. So we did the length. Okay. Yeah, it was okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm being stupid, but I need to walk through this again. I feel like I'm on mad caffeine right now. I'm talking so fast. Oh my god. We don't have I yet. We're in the loop when we have C. Right, we're in the loop when we have C. Okay, we hit the loop. C equals 1. Our pointer's 1 is 0, we subtract this. We then check if it's 0, it is, we delete it, and then we increment. This is the last thing we do. Then we hit this, we add our I, our spider. We hit our fourth distinct character. We're in the loop, or we're pointing at index 1, which is 0, or which is the B. We subtract 1. There's no zeros yet. We increment this anyway. Pointing at the other B, that's now 0. And we delete it first. Then we hit this to 3. Then we calculate. The sum of this is 3. How do we get 3 here? Well, our ending index is already at I. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our end. Our starting index is at 3. I'm going to add 1. Oh, I'm an idiot. So it doesn't matter what you do first. Because 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 plus 1. Plus 1 is equal to 3. So that makes sense. If you do the 3 plus 1 first, you'll get 5 minus 4, and that doesn't make any sense. So you really have to do the end. I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing n plus 1 or star plus 1? There has to be a plus 1 somewhere. So, but it's important to do the subtraction first. So n, we'll just do minus, starting here. We'll just do our 1, our plus 1 here. This is our calculation. So it has to be 5 minus 3, which is 2, plus 1. But that's, no, PEMDAS, right? They're not opposite? Am I crazy? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. But they're interchangeable. They should be interchangeable. So 5 minus 4. Oh, I'm dumb. This is a negative 3. Oh my god. That's why. Oh, that's crazy. That's why. Okay. Yeah, that would be a 2 and 3. Okay. So it doesn't really matter. It'll sort itself out. That's nuts. That's nuts. So that tripped me up for probably weeks at a time. But I got it. And that was also nuts. Okay. But that makes complete sense to me now. Sorry for yelling on the mic. And that's why this should pass. I didn't finish the actual test itself, but we know that our max length in the last one was 4. 3 is not greater than, if we do the math, we're comparing 4 to 3, and then we're saying that 4 basically wins that calculation. Cool. So that is longest substring with at most k distinct characters. I'm gonna quickly write up what the solution looks like in my own. I write it in plain English because the code itself. I'm not so worried about memorizing code as much as I am not memorizing, but being able to derive a solution based on first principles. So where you decide to loop, how you update your window, that's important stuff to keep track of. I'll say using start pointer, a max length holder, and frequency predict. We iterate over the string, adding each char to the dict, or really say to frequency. If it has a key, I'll say new char for the code base. If the new char has a key, I could probably use, what's it called? A Jupyter notebook. Wouldn't that be better? That would be better, wouldn't it? That would be so, because I can actually put code and run the code. I can write proper test cases too. it's gonna take so much work. It's 6:30. I don't have time for that, do I? Unlimited Sip Club. What? I read a stupid story that I need to get on my head right now. Okay. I'm gonna move this to Markdown. I'm gonna open up a repository on GitHub and I'm going to move this to Markdown because I want to be able to run my code separately from the thing. Because I'm gonna lose access to this January 29th, I believe. So I can't go back and like test this stuff out again. I'm gonna think on that while I go check on laundry. I literally walked to my bathroom door and it was locked. And I was like, what the hell? Okay. I'm gonna turn on my lights real quick. Freaking Robin Hood sucks so much. And they literally have nothing to say for themselves. What is it called? Go something? Home? No, sound. Go sound. Did I delete the app? You're lying. You're lying. Did I delete the app? What is it called? Is it kind of green? It is Go. Go Sun. Oh. Request for access. Skip. All of that. Log in. Log into what? What? I'm about to say, I was like, did I do something? Okay. Sick. I used to have an automatic, my schedule used to be updated. So they turn on at 8:30 p.m. I live in Minnesota, so that's a little bit late, all things considered. I'll do 4:30 every day, switch on, and then switch off at 3 a.m. Because that's usually when I am definitely asleep and don't need it on. I have green on right now. I can do any setting I want. There's party mode. I don't know what party is. Party's yellow. Leisure? Is this leisurely? I feel like blue is a good coding color. I'm gonna go with blue. All right. I thought about it while I was checking the laundry, which is almost done, by the way. I think Markdown is great. I can run code blocks at my leisure. So I'm gonna wrap up the explanation of this problem, and then I'm gonna quickly switch over to VS Code and get everything transferred over. Then moving forward, we're gonna use Markdown and I say Markdown, but Jupyter Notebook, basically Notebook. I don't have to use Conda either. I think Conda is an environment manager, package manager for Python, but it's built specifically for data science and data science libraries involved. So I don't think I have to have Conda to use that, and you can use Notebook anywhere as long as it's installed in your Python lib. You can use Conda anywhere, so it's not a big deal. Adding each character to frequency and incrementing if the character has a key present. Once we have greater than, I'll say more than k characters and frequency, we need to we need to decrease the count of the starting character, and if it's been decreased to a count of 0, then delete it from frequency, and then we update our start. Then we increase increment of start. I memorize some basics about Markdown. I don't like Google Docs is great because it's easy to use, always up, great tool, but it's also like I'm bouncing. I never bounce when I do this. I don't know why I'm bouncing. I haven't looked up in forever. Yeah, I need to move this camera. This camera needs to be somewhere else. This is not good. My friend Javon got a voice thing. I might get one of those. Either this microphone sucks. This also is an echoey apartment. So if I sound far away and like echoey, yeah, I probably should get a mod or something for this. Anyway, focus on this. Then we increment our start by 1. Once our frequency is less than k, or I'll say is not greater. I think it's equal to k, but sure. We update our max length with our window size versus the prev max length. Cool. That's that. I'm pretty sure in GitHub I have a repository for learning that I deadass thought I would use and never used. Or did I just test? I think I tested it out. Let me open up VS Code. I think my VS Code has a recent repo open, or at least accessible. I hope I don't look weird drinking on camera. As if I really care. I like that blue. It's nice blue. Nice blue. Nice freaking blue. Oh yeah, I was building a chat application that I completely abandoned. I was gonna build a Discord clone. Not Discord clone, but a chat application that did things like Discord. But I wasn't gonna build a Discord clone. It was gonna just be a chat app that looked like Discord. Which still sounds like a clone, but it wasn't gonna have like nitro and emojis and stickers. It's gonna have more just like servers, rooms, no servers, voice and chat channels, and whatnot. But I kind of abandoned that. Anyway, open recent. Google Sheets ETL. Dev training. What? Need it, San Diego. What the fuck is that? Okay, so I don't even have. What the hell is SQA? Why is my VS Code so slow? Jesus Christ. I haven't opened it in forever. I need probably an update to do it. Probably an update for VS Code. What is this? I don't care about this, do I? I was testing SQL Alchemy, I guess. What code is this? Whose code? Is this my code? I think I was just messing around with like database connectivity. What the frick? I feel like code an intelligent person wrote. Oh, I think I was separating out. Okay, I was separating out. I was gonna set up a test for Drift Dash stuff, but I completely abandoned it, as I do most other things. But that stops today. That stops today with you. This is gonna be cringe to watch back, but it's also gonna be great because I get to analyze my thinking and my speech pattern and talk about how I explain ideas. I'm pretty sure I explained everything like shit in here. If I don't get it when I watch it back, it's gonna be funny. I'm watching myself. I'm gonna watch myself back in front of Jazz, and she'll be like, "Can I watch it?" So once this is done updating, can I stop it from here? Okay. Cool. OBS still going. OBS still going, man. OBS still going. So I have audio input and mic input. Oh, wait, what? Wait, where's my audio coming from? I have desktop audio. What is that for? Add. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait, is this audio, like, from... Because it's picking something up, but it's not my mic. I guess it's audio from, like, my internal mic, but that's not... I didn't set that, though. I don't know how to use OBS at all. I'm a little bit disturbed by that, because that was not the point. That was not the point. I kind of want to delete that. How do I I can apply filters. What kind of filters? I have none. I can add one though. A compressor. Ooh. Noise suppression. Ooh. I'm gonna add good quality noise suppression to my audio input. Hopefully it sounds better that way too. But I need to also turn this down. Why would I ever have... I'm gonna just mute it altogether. Hopefully I don't... Yeah, I didn't know... I might get rid of that. Because my mic on my laptop is also being picked up, I think. That's why... I'll mess with it later. Anyway. I didn't want this to open up here anyway. Okay. So... They changed some things, I guess, but this looks... It's actually frozen. Wow. Where's my welcome screen? I want to see what they changed about VS Code. Wow, this is taking forever. Oh, my linting thing is like taking... Not linting, but my typing annotations, these any signs. It's guessing what the type should be, like return types, typing this, typing that. I can double click and edit that too. I haven't tried to run any code yet, so it's not gonna set interpreter, but I can change it anyway. Not important. I want to see what this is. It's a language mode. I picked Python. Cool. I can configure it separately. Also cool. Okay. Well, no repo that I can tell right now. It might be on my desktop, if I'm being honest. Weather app. What's weather app? I don't know. When I pull that down. This is not my document, obviously. Or it's not my thing. I don't have a Google Sheets ETL. Oh. Yeah, I was messing around. This is good. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, so I don't have one. All that time I spent, and I don't even have the repo. So let's go to the browser and quickly open up a new repository for learning. This will be an Edison Codes repo. And of course, I need to do something special to create a repo here. It's going to be under Edison Codes. It's going to be, what is it going to be? It's going to be Python. I say Python. Really, I'll call it Python. I'll say Python. Python problem patterns. Repo. I'll say notebook repo. Notebook repo for tracking, for documenting. Python problem. I'll say Python DSA studying. Cool. I'll make this private. The README can be fairly generic. No license required. Make that ish. I will open this up in my, not a code space. Definitely not a code space. GitHub desktop was never open. Excellent. Excellent. I could open up a VS Code. Opens up a new window. Yuck. All right. So we're gonna use VS Code to track everything. I don't know if I should separate this based off notebooks or if I should separate this, or not notebooks, but like folders and notebooks. I think one notebook per pattern is probably a better. Why is there no snapping? I kind of hate Mac for that. They don't have like Windows snapping. The README, which my VS Code is struggling. I also have OBS open and noise suppression running, so that might be a part of the problem. But I'm just surprised at how slow it's running for like an app that. Oh, look at that reactive! Look at that. Who coded that up? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Rest that to that dev. Okay. I'm gonna open up a preview. I move it below. Thank you. Close that. My desktop, GitHub desktop is open. Okay. That's a weird setup, but I'll take it. Well, first of all, I'll say Python. Yeah. Are you serious? Okay. My VS Code is struggling. This is not normal. Python data structures and algo studying. I'll say this repo houses all the studying I need to do to prepare for coding, interviews. I have 6 weeks to complete this course, and I've chunked work. I shouldn't say chunked. So I've scheduled. I'm using all kinds of words that don't make any sense. I've broken down the work following this. What I put? Following this schedule. Okay. So I'm gonna have my phone open. A couple sips and I'm feeling great. Like, really great. I didn't know that Progressive had renter's insurance. That's a little bit weird for me. Calendar. Okay. So November, let's see. I kind of want to make this more official, but I'll say November 18th to the 25th is these 3. So sliding window, and what else? Sliding window, close that, 2-pointer, and fast and slow. And I'll put fast and slow pointer. That's good for cyclic detection and one other thing that I already researched, but being official 25th through the 2nd. I'll say November 25th through December 2nd, we have what? We have merge intervals, cyclic sort, and in-place reversal of linked list. Merge intervals, cyc. Huh? Yeah, cyclic sort and in-place reversal. Oh, in-place reversal? That's crazy. But I guess it's normal, whatever. No, so then December 2nd through the 7th, I'll keep it a block and just do that. Okay. Why am I randomly smiling? True depth. What? I said depth. Tree, breadth. Tree, oh. BFS. DFS. That's a good order to do. Well, maybe I should group these differently. The first three make sense. 2 pointers, fast, slow, merge. Cyclical sort, linked list, DFS, BFS. I might give that one a 2-week chunk and just cover everything in those 2 weeks with the tree, with linked lists and tree type things. So I might give it to the 9th. I'm gonna just put the merge interval. I don't know what that is. What is merge intervals? And these problems get harder as we go, so I gotta make sure I space these out properly. This pattern describes an efficient technique for dealing with overlapping intervals. In a lot of problems involving intervals, we either need to find overlapping intervals or merge intervals if they overlap. Given 2 intervals, A, B, there will be 6 different ways to merge intervals. Understanding the above 6 cases will help. Oh. So I guess merging 2 intervals based on where they overlap, that kind of feels linked list-y, but I can't really tell. Cyclic sort, in-place reversal, BFS, DFS definitely are that. So I might give myself 2 weeks to accomplish BFS and then also like DFS. But that's gonna be a lot though. I cannot do more by next week. There's no way I can do more next week. So I might give myself a little bit longer. But so the 9th through the, what's next? I have heaps, subsets, and binary search. 18th, right? That's 2 heaps. I've never done it before. Oh, I say never, but not really. Subsets. I don't really know what that is. Modified binary search. I mean it's modified. I don't know why. I'll do that. Binary search is also easier for me to understand. I did that one pretty intensely a while ago. December. That's 9th. What else are we doing? The 18th to the Now this is gonna be a fun one because that's Christmas. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. I mean, bitwise, I don't think I'm gonna have to use this a lot. And I might just not do it. Top K elements. Guess that's a pattern. And then there's, oh, that's all I have. Then there's K-way merge and then knapsack. I might skip over knapsack because I don't really care about post-solving knapsack. K-way merge, and then there's topological sort. Okay, this is the split. I'll be done with this. I'll just say the 18th through the end of the year, 31st. That gives me how long? What, a week and some change? the 18th through the. This lines up weird. What did I do? Oh, idiot. What's 7 days? 16th? Yeah, look weird. Okay. Basically, I get. Oh, it's still 2 weeks, though. It's not crazy. So I have 4 sprints. 1 week sprint. This is a 2 week sprint. 1 week sprint, 2 week sprint. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2. Strange. I'll keep that though. This is great. I like this. I'm a fan of this. Let's push this commit and call it a day. Did you love my? I'll commit everything to main because I don't really care. Normally I open up a feature branch and do a pull request and do whatever the BS, but not today. That's the schedule. I'm also going to put together a little bit of a. I'll just copy paste it everywhere. I check my laundry. I'm just going to actually do. Is there an alt? Nope. Nope. Is it command? No. It's probably control, right? What the fuck? No, it is option. I can't drag though. I'll be able to check these off when they're done. Add checkable. It's a checkbox. I always come up with the weirdest terms for things that, for some reason, my technical talk gets kind of, my technical vocabulary gets weird whenever I want to explain something. I need to get over that. I'm almost done with this one though. I have a couple problems left to solve, like 5. Some hope, well, really it's 6, 7, but it's fine because we have so much time to solve them, right? The issue is when am I gonna have time to do this? To sit in front of my laptop and I don't know. Like dead ass, I have no idea. Because with the way I spend my time currently, I have no clue. I'm getting rid of this Git history thing. This is the most annoying plugin I've ever had, and I don't even need it. I am the one that works on this. I don't need to track my Git history stuff. Okay. I'm annoying. I think it's Git Lens, Git history, Git Lens. Yeah, get rid of all this shit. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. It's just distracting. Not only is it distracting, it just like it kind of just soaks up memory. And then should I use Fleet? It doesn't matter what editor you use, as long as it all looks good. Sweet. This is great. This is excellent. Okay. I'm gonna create a folder and call it. I can create 4 weeks. I don't know. What's the best organization? At the end of the day, I don't care what week it was in. I care about what? So I care about sliding window. I care about a single. Well, I don't even need to box it together because I can just use a single notebook as like a way to track it. You can get deeper and deeper and deeper, but nesting it too deep will just become a hassle to maintain. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to add a sliding dot that's not what I did. What is it? How you put Jupyter Notebook? It's something crazy like JY something. Do I need to have Anaconda installed? You know what? Fine, I'll just open up a blog. I don't care. I have Duper installed. I just need to add. Yeah, okay. IP. Wow, IPy. I was close. I need to have an I. I was very, very close. So it knows that it's a notebook and I have the editor installed. So it's all good. I have my 60 board, my 10.7 kernel. Lovely. I don't have to ever serve this. What is this? Notebook layout, breadcrumbs. Okay, we're gonna use notebooks while we do this. It's runnable bits of code. You can put Python here now. You can put anything you want, like LaTeX. LaTeX is another format for writing. I used to have to do back in the day in discrete math. We had to write LaTeX, or was it discrete math, or was it data structures and algo? I think it was algo. We had to use LaTeX as a syntax for our homework. Pretty weird. So this is just meta. I don't want to use a sophisticated notebook. I just want to have a place to write and run code in the same environment. Because Google Doc doesn't have a code block, so I can't really do that. So before I transfer my notes over, I'm going to check on laundry. I might even use the bathroom because it's been a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do all that. I can't pause this, right? I'll just leave it on. That's crazy. Okay. What are we doing? Sorry, my dryer is going nuts. Let me close that door real quick. Should I stream this instead of recording it? Well, then I'll just record the stream. Not bad. Okay. We're transferring our notes to a Jupyter notebook, and this doesn't make a lot of progress, but it does help me organize my thoughts in a succinct way. So I'm putting all sliding window stuff into one notebook because I think that just makes sense. I can separate it out based on, coding pattern and not pattern problem. I can even leave random notes around. It's a better playground than the other one. This is going to be marked down. What is this? Too bad I can't have like a sticky note or something. What is this? I can split the cell into two. Why would I do that? I could split more cells into two. Okay, strange. I can't create a preview cell, can I? No. But I can type in it. But it doesn't understand a markdown, so I can just hit like, okay, cool. Okay, so I can just hit test. Okay, cool. I knew that. All right, this is intro. Well, not intro, but this is what? This is the intro to sliding window. This is not an intro to anything else. So this is a sliding window problem. So this pattern is supposed to help reduce the use of nested. I'll say nested iteration because that sounds. And there's spell check in here. Oh my god, beautiful. Or at least spelling warnings, syntax, grammar, English syntax warnings. I don't know what the fuck that means. This pattern is supposed to help reduce the use of nested iteration. We take a chunk of an iterable, and attempt to, well, I say attempt, and calculate something with the intention of returning a min, max, or info about the chunk. Yeah, min, max, or some. I said info mainly because it's min, max, or the subarray itself, or just something else about it. A min, max, length, or I'll say length too. Yeah, that seems good to me. I like this. This is nice. See, way better than anything else. So that's the point of this. I'm gonna keep in mind one thing. Is there a shortcut for adding another window? Copy cell, cut cell, paste cell, insert cell above, below, command enter. So if I'm in a cell, I say do this. Oh, but it inserts automatically a Python cell. So there isn't. It assumes a code cell for some reason because it's a Python notebook versus a regular. Okay, that's perfectly fine with me. So let's start with the problems. this over. Oh, my CPU is struggling, question mark. Can't tell if it's struggling or not. Subarray, spelled wrong. Subarray is not a word, but I can add it to my dictionary. Okay, if I spell subarray wrong, let me know. I think. Now, of course, I can. What did I do before? What did I see before? That's not relevant yet, actually. It's about testing, but I'll get back to that. I'll say problem statement. Not sure I like that format. But I'll toss it in there anyway. It's bolded. That does not transfer. But I forget, is it single star or 2 stars? I think it's 2 stars. It's double star for, I don't know why I deleted one. It's double star for bold, right? It is. Okay. Explanation. Explanation. No way. Okay, this is the format of what I'm trying to do. So, and this could all be one chunk, but that didn't really make any sense. You can run everything, and it just kind of does its thing. There's no code to run really. Okay, what else we done? Just settings here, customize notebook line numbers. Oh, background cell toolbar. I can toggle the toolbar position. Sure, make it look more official. All right, what else? Dryer's done. It wasn't done. The clothes were not dry when I went over there, but I had 5 minutes to. And it's 7:20. I'm just copying stuff up right now. But okay, so as far as solutions go, I want to have a runnable piece of code available. So we're going to insert. This is good. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna hit a command enter. It's Python code. We're going to. It's a file basically, so you can just drop code in. And wow, this is incredible what this is. It's weird. The spacing sucks. Wow. Sweet. It is not like maxsum. Why? Indentation is weird. Let me just start from the flat amount. Okay, cool. Everything gets 1 at least. And then okay. I can run some test cases. I can say if well, you can run the block and bring the function into a space, but I'm gonna make these runnable. I mean, it's not gonna be main, is it? I mean, technically main. Technically. Can I run this? Is this runnable? Run by line. Ooh. It requires a Python, an extra package. Interesting. but you can do parallel. Okay. Ran in 0.5 seconds. Just prints hello. Sweet. Okay. I mean, we can run like PyTest or something, but I would want to import PyTest somewhere else, then like utilize that. But that's neither here nor there. It's a little bit complicated. The point is just to get some test cases running and have them be testable, and then go from there. I mean, PyTest would be a great way to like run the test, but it wouldn't be like the thing I want to do. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't make sense at all. So I really just want to be like assert. Yeah, this will force me to actually come up with test cases and actually know that they're going to work, because the code itself has to run and succeed. So I'd have to know. And the one way I thought about this was, and there's other ways to format it. I'm not going to make it generic or make it weird. Because I'm thinking about like, okay, if I could take a library, pass it a testable function, pass it tests, where it takes in the specific thing. I can verify what it should take in, and that could be a whole thing. So for example, if it's a list and a number, make sure it takes in a list and a number to the function you're passing in as test cases, versus like if it's a tree and a value. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Just be able to make that dynamic, but that's important here. I'll just assert that, the response from, what are we returning here? That it's 9 and 7. So just assert that max sub. Why is everything double? Is that because it's a Python file? I'm not a fan of this double thing we have going on here. Can I turn that off? Is that a PyLace thing? I need to turn that linter off. I'm gonna pass in the list, or K, which is 3. And I was gonna pass in the test case that was here. The interval is what? 2, 1, 5, 1. That doesn't sound right. 9. That does not sound right. I need to widen the screen first before I do that. Can I see the test case? Ooh, okay. 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 3, 2. 2, 1, 5, 1, 3, 2. So to run this, I should get something good. So it worked. So I can print this assertion and see what it gives us. Ooh. I can't print an assertion, but I can print this. True. Okay, this is fine. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this jargon here. I'll do another one. This is 2 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. This is 7. This is 2 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. Right? You want to print that you get. Now I could actually, would PyTest be better here? I think it would, to write like a proper test case. Anyway, it's more syntax work. So for example, I could import PyTest, which I might have to actually pip install. Yep. I have to open up a terminal, unfortunately. And into this interpreter, I need to install And hopefully with the interpreter that it's using, I should be able to run this and that should succeed. Or not. Okay. Oh, first problem. Import in a Jupyter notebook. Let's see. I love geeks for freaks. So what a weird thing. Oh. You serious? Does that mean I can do like this? Oh, I have to install it into the literal. Oh, I got you. So, not here, but do I have to import it to use it? Yes. Yes, I do. I need to make a Python file right here. That's above. Okay. So what language is this? Bash? Didn't really say. I mean, this is. It's not shell. It's not a shell script. Yeah. This. What am I doing? Oh. Oh, do I have to use Conda? Do I actually have to use Conda or no? Huh. Okay. I think I literally need to, because import didn't work. And this might have been the solution, but. Or, okay, hold on. But import PyTest didn't work because I didn't need to no module install. So I need to. Oh, crazy. Didn't know if you do that. Get out of my face. Got the URL for it. It's kind of weird. I don't have Conda. I'm not using Conda though. Well, maybe I am using Conda, but I don't think I'm using Conda. Is that what's going on? I do laundry. I'm kind of in it with this though. Saving plots. Save a notebook. This is data science. That's VS Code. Let's just use medium.com because I think I'm paying for this actually. So it's locally installed using a virtual environment like this. Okay. I have to import sys. We're gonna do globally installed and just say bang pip3 install package name. Don't do this. Here is how it should actually be done. Import sys executable. Oh, we're using conda. Going the longer route. This is done to overcome the disconnectedness between Jupyter kernels and Jupyter shell. The installer points to a different Python version than the one being used in the notebook. Should I just use conda? Like, should I actually just use conda then? I mean, because you can get like a server set up and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not mad at that, but I used to have. Do I have to go on a whole search for conda now? I think I do. I think I do, man. It's meant for data science. If you don't need data science, you can run import commands ahead of time. So I'm gonna leverage that from this tutorial here. And I'm gonna say import sys. Oh, and then run executable here. So I can just say import sys, and then use a Python script or Python ting. Once I get this installed, I'm gonna say, what do they do? Sys.executable. Weird. It's executable. Run. Oh, pip install. But this is Python though. Am I crazy for that or what's going on? Ooh. Which means I should have PyTest here, or am I crazy? Why is this being weird? Yeah, this is perfectly fine. So PyTest is now, what's it called? Okay, so PyTest is now in the environment. It's in the place that I'm running my Python code, but I had to learn more about. Okay, well, it worked, so I'm gonna go pick up my laundry, and I don't know what this is. Something with the, I'm turning that off. I'm turning this this thing off. It's annoying. I can type stuff myself, but it's cool to see like what the type is. But I should know. Relying on this is tough. It's tough. It's in my settings. I don't want to search too hard for it. It's in my actually really preferences, but edit what? Help. Pref. No. That's not how that works. This is running weird. Something is off, but not really. That's perfectly fine. Am I crazy or? The environment's kind of messed up right now. Slightly. And sometimes just I think it's like just slow to pick up on things that weird. So weird. So weird. Anyway. Okay. This ran, and I think we're okay with this for now. But I do want to disable that though. And K is not being accessed. That's not true. It's a Pylase like plugin or something. It's like inlays. Yeah, let me watch this video real quick.
Parameter type inlay hints for JavaScript and TypeScript show you the inferred type of function parameters. This can help you catch simple programming.
No. I need Python.
So type hints have completely documented the modules that we're using. The team has taken it page, added now if you code.
Thank you.
Code for extension added 2 new object code this book app. The module address book uses Python how the class should be using those. Create a function. A tab 2022.10 the preferences. We're going to add 2.
What am I doing? Okay, cool. So I turned off. Okay, so I turned off I turned on function returns, but I turned off. What did I just say? I left on function return. I don't think that really matters, and you should know what your code is returning anyway. You shouldn't be relying on type hints to do so. But like with this, what? And look where I put it. Yeah, I think for now I'm gonna just turn it off because this stuff is messing up my. I don't know if I have any Java settings turned on, but okay. There we go. Yay, that looks good. Okay, cool. The setup looks nice. I'm gonna mess around with PyTest to see if I can get proper unit tests running, and then we're gonna go from there. Let me do laundry. It's 7:40. All right. Okay. Time for PyTest setup. We have PyTest here. Or I guess, so PyTest is a wrapper around unit test, right? I'll look at PyTest. Oh look, they have a whole thing. So, I don't know why I made that face. So running PyTest in your thing is pretty cool. Oh, so PyTest looks for a test thing. Okay, so what I really want to do is call this, and get rid of this. I really want to do this, this, and then I want to run something like this. Excuse me. Or I just run this. Am I crazy or am I crazy? Oh. Oh, I imported PyTest, right? So it can't open file. There's no PyTest file. Wow. Jupyter. And I could really just Jupyter Notebook. PyTest. Let's see what they do. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh, this is a literal call, but there's no. Okay, so there. Ah. Okay. So what happened there? They found no tests in this whole directory because this is a Jupyter notebook and not a actual like Python testing file. Is that making sense? Okay. So I'd have to actually, I think, separate. Let's see. What do they do? IPyTest. Import PyTest, IPyTest. Import magics. Rewrite asserts. Don't know what that means. Func. Test my func. IPyTest mark parameterized. Include. What input expected? What the fuck? Oh, the. Okay. Then you're saying fixture, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this is a little bit excessive, but compared to just running PyTest, this is kind of excessive. But if you want to use a Jupyter notebook, this is what you have to do. Versus, or you have to worry about what's it called? Or I have to separate my code from my notes. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that. So there's an IPyTest module which you can run, kind of like this, which is not. I don't think that's terrible. But this one looks pretty freaking cool. So you can import IPyTest autoconfig. What the frick is that? Lovely, simple interface. Okay. A lot of stuff to read here that I don't really want to read. Oh yeah, why is it tied to a version? So install IPyTest, autoconfig, example notebook. Afterwards, in a new cell, test can be executed IPyTest QQ. And it runs something like this. It'll delete all previously defined tests, execute a cell, then run PyTest. Oh, so bring the cell stuff into the context and then run PyTest. Extended usage. See some notebook implementations. Global state. PyTest will find any test function ever defined. This behavior can lead to unexpected results when test functions are renamed, as their previous definition is still available inside the kernel. Running %% IPyTest per default deletes any previously. Okay, cool. Or you can run clean. Python's module system caches imports in there and therefore acts as a global state. To test the most recent version of any module. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. IPyTest.run. So what the frick are magics? Page not found. And nothing valuable there. There's stuff you can touch in the autoconfig. I'd love to get a sense for what that looks like. Oh. Rewrite asserts. What does that do? I wonder what that does. Magics, clean, adopts, run in thread, adopts, def opts, display columns, 100. Oh, of data? Raise on error. True. Probably. But anyway, this seems to look pretty good. Let's do that. So let's import IPyTest as well. So I'm gonna run PyTest and IPyTest. Is that right? Execute all. You can reinstall it. Doesn't really matter. It's already in the cache, so we don't have to worry about anything else. IPyTest installed pretty great. I'm gonna add a get ignore for all things cache, by the way. I don't want to push .get ignore. What else? Mad itchy. Oh, the trailing something is weird. Hold on. Okay. All things cache. Star. I'll say star underscore cache. Cool. So I'm gonna push that. Okay, so we push that out of the way. So I need this cell pretty much in every single one that I use, by the way. And we do something like this, execute some code. So I said test that. So you say at pytest.mark.parameterize. What does that mean? That means NB. Okay, let's look at that. So pytest. I'll say parameterize test. Tell you that. Generating parameter combinations depending on command line. Oh, test compute. Adoption equals all actions store true help. Okay. Generate tests if param1 in metafunc.fixture names. What? Okay. So test data is an iterable of tuples to unpack, and you specify how it runs. So for example, PyTest will build a string that is the test ID for each set of values in a parameterized list. These IDs can be used with -k to specify specific values, specific cases to run, and they will also identify the specific case when one is failing. Running PyTest with --collect only will show the generated IDs, okay? Numbers, strings, booleans, and none will have their usual string representation using test ID. For other objects, PyTest will make a string-based the argument name. Okay, so we have test data is a list of 3 item tuples. And we're saying pytest.mark parameterize A, B expected, and then run pytest. And then we say, oh. Then there's IDs, forward, backward. How are they being used? I don't understand. You can pass different things into it, I guess. Oh, interesting. Oh. What? The test time distance v0, we let pytest generate test IDs. So A, B, expected 0. Okay, cool. Test distance v1, we specify IDs as a list of strings. So IDFN returns, so ID function, if is instance val and date time, otherwise none, I guess. This wouldn't show any hours and minutes, so it generates a date. But, okay, weird. Time distance, so what's time distance v1? A, B expected, so we have IDs forward, backward, but not expected. For time distance v1. Okay, so time distance v1, we got forward, backward. That's it. Okay. I don't think I understand that. So, how long have I been doing this for? Not long enough. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's 60 FPS. So it's v1, they let pytest generate it. So v1 is expected. They didn't pass in the ID. So so it used A, B, and then expected, but it didn't have one for expected. So it didn't generate one. So for tests running with time distance v1, the data was there are 2 tests basically, and it ran with forward and backward. It's IDs for the tests. So if there are 2 tests, I got you. So v2, we passed in a function that would generate the things, and it basically said the function is so A, B. So for the 2 tests, generate a function based on the date. Cool. Then 3, what do we do? Said A, B expected, pytest param. We specified IDs as a function that can generate a string representation to mark part of the test IDs. So our datetime values. Okay. You can combine the IDs of the tests. Cool. So test scenarios. It's a meta function. Generate tests. Looks weird. Scope of the class scenarios. This gets used nowhere though. Weird. Okay. But it seems like all I need is that parameterized usage. So if I zoom in on this, you basically say like, oh, that's kind of cool. All right, so if we want to do a test, we just define them separately, and then and we don't have to import pytest again. So let's see. And we just say at PyTest. What's it? Well, first let's say PyTest autoconfig. Let's get a new cell. I believe it's above, right? Or what is it? Nope, not there. Run above cells. Insert cell, code cell above. It says import PyTest, and PyTest autoconfig. So import PyTest, import PyTest, and PyTest dot autoconfig, and you can pass in some arguments here. Run the above cells. This should be okay now, I think. What is it? Raise? Is that the name somewhere? Raise on error. True bitch. Give me that shit. Okay. That's all in there. When we say PyTest, I don't get autocomplete, that's fine. Mark dot parameterize. Oh, got some autocomplete. All right. There it is. Okay. Let me give it the separation. So we want what? K and the array. So we say K and we say array. Pass it a list of testable things. Okay. So we pass it an array, or K, so 3, and another one, 2. And we pass it the list of numbers I don't have in my head. So 215,132. 2. Whoa, relax. 2, 1, 5, 1, 3, 2. Well, we need the KR and we need expected, to be honest. Well, we don't want to modify the function. We want to test the test function. So this is just the function we're going to call. And we want to create a function that we can yes. What happened to... Oh, well, here in the notebook it works, but otherwise no. So I define test max sub array of size K. And each test can be labeled, so we can do it. We can do it pretty, I wouldn't say complex, but sophisticated testing here. Okay. So I'm gonna parameterize. It's an unknown word, but it works. Fuck. Is she ready to go? Or is she just like... Oh. Sorry, I don't know why I made that face. Parameterize, okay, that's fine. So we have K, and our output expected is what? Was it 9? Give it a list, give it, what, 7? K, array. It's not very fast, but so we want to assert that max array size K with k array is equal to expected. That's the test. We parameterize this whole thing. Yup. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what's this? 23415. Okay. Well, this is the array of items, correct? So we want to move this down. Correct. I can just run PyTest, but to run this, we need to run something else. We need ipytest.run. Oh. Excellent. So, fixture K not found. And it raised the error. Sweet. Oh, shit. Did I put 7 in here? Oh, I did. Huh? What did I miss? Isn't it KR expected? So the tuple is K expected. Am I insane? NB array of NB exponent, NB exponent. Available fixtures. Fixture K not found. Whoa. Your test function has to take in the ones you passed in. Cool, that's what I did. Then you give it K. Parameterize. Okay. I that's not mark. Yo, okay. What did I mess up? I can't even tell what I did wrong here. Let me go back to the... Oh, well, yeah. I passed all that in. But it said it couldn't find Y. I mean, is that because I didn't do this? I highly doubt that. So I guess I can run the whole thing. Well, I just want to run the ones above it and then run this one. What happens? Fixture K. Very explicit run conditions here. Someone texted me, hold on. Oh, Cozy, you texted me as well. Send me a TikTok. I never get emails from Robinhood. And it's the weekend. It's bad. It's very bad. Hold on, I'm getting distracted by... I'll get my Robinhood account unlocked. I just... Nothing. Just nothing. fine. It's okay. I'm not mad at all. Okay, so it tried to run this test. I don't have to import that, but it said it couldn't find parameter k. So I said put k array and expected. I passed in a list of tuples, A, B expected. The param was a tuple of datetime, comma, time delta, parentheses. So what if I did something different? What if I did, what did that? What does that do? Okay, fuck that. What if I do M? I mean, you can call it whatever you want, I think. Hold on. Can I? If I call it K anyway, what does that do? What if I call it M? Probably it should say fixture M not found. Yeah, okay. So what if I just got rid of it? Okay, so it's looking for M, but it didn't find it. So what if I said there's something else to unpack? I need two things anyway, so I'll pass in something here. Interesting. What did I pass in here? I passed in a list. Here, let's separate it out. Test is a list. So it's K, it's expected in the array. This takes K and the array, it's expected. Wow. Fixture what not found? Fixture K not found. Oh, available fixtures. What? I am so confused by this. Oh, I probably spelled it wrong. But that fixture wasn't even available. Oh, God. Lovely. What happened? Oh, int has no length. Why? I put in K an array. What did I pass in? What did it? What? Huh? Huh? Let's see. Print what? Print K and print array. Whoa. I don't want to see that. Oh, it's doing something weird. It's doing something weird. So I said K. Oh. I can't. Yeah, I have to move this along. So I'm moving it to just be more readable. Okay. So K expected array. Now I need to print that, run that, save that, run this. Right, this is good. This is great. This is great. So I can now define proper tests and write their expected value and, you know, continue down the path of success. She just wanted a response back to make sure I was still alive and not ignoring her. Okay. I'm kind of hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should stop, but I'm just getting good. So this is the first problem. And we're gonna have similar output, similar running for each one. We can make it more succinct by getting more, you know, abstract and, you know, pulling away some stuff. But I'm gonna just run it like I run it now and be fine. It's okay. No need to get crazy. No need to get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. It's a good song. Sweet. So I can generate more tests if I want to. I cannot feel away because this is all Gucci, right? This is all good. Tests are passing. But the code is up here. Pretty damn cool. Let's make some comments about runtime complexity and space complexity. Because this is the max sub array of size. Okay. So this function's interesting. So did I already know some of this function? Yeah, I wrote my explanation on it. I'm gonna write that kind of stuff in the thing here. I'm gonna run I'll put an analysis. I'll make that separate because I think that's a better window to make separate. I'll do complexity analysis. Of the problem. I might actually, I'll do that after the solution because I think that's just better to do. Okay. So complexity, this is time complexity is big O what? I think this is big O n. Due to the n, I say n length, but I'll say each number in the array and the space complexity I'll say is O of 1 since we are It's not creating any arrays. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So we're not creating any arrays, therefore we can just, what's it called? No. So this is just an example of, this is good. I might just call it here because damn, like, this is a lot of work. I'm gonna push this. I'll say ignore cache files from what? PyTest, right? I mean, PyTest isn't really running, but I'm pushing it anyway. Add. It's actually crazy. It's just metadata. So you're saying the cell type is markdown. The source of the code is everything gets added. So like new lines. So it knows how to format it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The text. Oh, I'm pushing all the text. Can I clear? Yeah, let me clear the output. I don't want to push that text in there. There we go. I want to push just the cells on the output. Okay. So add first. Okay. I'm gonna call it there. That was a good session. And that was how long? Almost 3 hours. Jesus Christ.